Hello everyone, it's Fjaller. So now let's do the second Overlord challenge, which is Attack of the Blue Balls. Valkyrie's Dream. So in this challenge, Shalltear is summoning lots of energy spheres, and it's Albedo's job to move them around. So you can see that on the first turn, I just ended my turn immediately, and that's because these initial spheres are here to just teach you the mechanics of the fight. Certain ones will be marked to expand and burst, destroy themselves at the end of the turn, and this causes a chain reaction by immediately killing any of the other spheres within 2 blocks of them, which then also destroy themselves, and of course will destroy more and more of the spheres. However, for each of the spheres destroyed, Shalltear just grows more and more tired. They each hurt her a little bit. She just loses 12% of her life bar for each. Now, all of the spheres at the start are marked this way, so obviously this is just here to teach you. You need to gather 9 of these spheres and keep them close to each other, while making sure they don't destroy themselves early, so that all 9 of them can die at the same time and deal all of Shalltear's life bar in 1 turn. And this is also because Shalltear recovers all her life at the end of every turn. So that's why you need to do it all at once. Fortunately, as you can see, Albedo has the tools on her side to ensure that she can align the spheres so that she can make sure she defeats Shalltear adequately. She is given no refractory period. She gets to act twice every turn, and she's also allowed to extend a long chain. Oh, goddamn, that was close. To pull a sphere next to her. Now, obviously the idea here is that you want to keep the spheres basically 2 blocks away from each other, but because Shalltear's movement in this map is a little bit random, sometimes you can't always accomplish that. Now, the safe thing here is that because Shalltear only marks one of them to self-destruct every once in a while, on any turn where you can't keep them more than 2 blocks away from each other, you just need to make sure they aren't within 1 ring of each other. So at the end of every turn, each of the spheres will pulse damage in a ring, and this will also instantly kill any sphere and cause a chain reaction if all the spheres are too close to each other. Shalltear only marks one of them to do the 2 block self-destruct every couple turns. So ultimately this challenge is pretty easy because you just gotta keep them far away from each other. And once you have 9 spheres on the map, you just need to make sure the ones that are going to self-destruct are close to each other, and all the other spheres are close to each other in such a way that you can cause a chain reaction when you want it to happen, and just defeat Shalltear when it happens. So you can see on screen right now that Shalltear has summoned the spheres in a way that it'll be kind of hard to get them away from each other, but that's okay because there's already 10 spheres on the map. It's fine even if I leave one of them out, of course, because I only need 9 spheres times 12% HP each to defeat Shalltear. And you can see here that the chain reaction is happening, and each of the spheres is self-destructing and causing lots of damage to Shalltear, and this is the end of the map where Shalltear takes her last turn and takes a lot of damage where, well, let's not beat around the bush, shall we? Shalltear collapses exhausted from the blue balls exploding their load all over her, resulting from Albedo's long-lasting pulling motion on them. I feel better, how about you guys?